I'm gonna go ahead and start this music right here, and then we'll get into it. I'll just introduce. Yup. Now somebody said that there was a lost season 3, and they might be right. Cause this right here is technically season 3. I don't know what you heard. It's your boy DaDadoh. I'm back. We here before the show, the podcast. This is the real deal, Holyfield, Evander, all that, you know. And I'm here with my boy Francisco Cordova.
Hey.
Francisco Cordova.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? And I'm also here with the big homie, MCDC.
What's poppin'?
Daniel Clarence Suber. Let's go.
Full government up in here.
Oops,
All
my bad.
Oh, my.
It's all good. I'm not tripping.
We don't want the government here.
Middle name.
Yo. Me and Frank, we were out earlier today, and we went to Los Faves. It was, I already ate my burrito. What's up with your burrito?
It's getting cold. That's how I like them, cold.
You like them cold?
Yeah, I know a lot of people be like, what? What's wrong with you? Here's the thing, though. I like to let the juices and the steaks and the potatoes and the cheese just meld together so hard. And later on, I reheat that bitch, and damn.
It's the
magic.
best thing you've had.
That's all I got to say about that.
Wow. So lovely to have you here, my man.
Thank you for having me.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you, fellas. Appreciate that.
It's been a long time coming for my boy Frank. Frank, we went to Nirvana earlier, and we got what's this? The True OG.
The True OG, just like us.
True OGs.
That's right.
I was told that OG stood for Ocean Grow. Did you know that?
I did not know that because that's not true.
I just read that on the internet
true.
yesterday.
Oh, really?
It is true.
Well, the way I was, excuse me, going on the
Now,
Let me tell you what True OG means.
Please tell me.
True OG means growing up in Mesa, Arizona
Okay.
in the 90s. I learned what True OG means. And original gangsta is it. I was never in a gang, though. Yeah.
You're never in a gang.
Nope. They never invited me. I never wanted to be in that party anyways.
You never wanted to be out here with the
Nope.
True OGs? You just wanted to be
I
smoking.
didn't want to throw up sets. I just wanted to do DJ sets.
That's what's up.
DJ Precise, circa 1995 to 2000. Yeah, that's right. Good times.
Is that
A lot of
a
house
good time?
parties. You know, the funny part is going to them house parties and doing all them DJ sets and whatnot. It was just all simple setup. You can do it on YouTube now. You can throw a little playlist. You got it going. That's pretty much what I was doing.
That was it.
Nothing fancy. I didn't have no turntables. I wasn't all crazy. It's like, here's a CD to a tape to a CD to back and forward.
Yeah.
Y'all got your music. And that was that. I kept it simple and I loved it. And so I always liked entertaining a crowd, I'll tell you that. And that's never really truly left me. I mean, I just don't socialize as much as I used to, but I could tell you, I still like showing what I do. So.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Life's too short, man. Milk it for all it's got.
Isn't that
If
the
you're
truth?
interested in something, steer towards it. And if you don't like it, move on to something else. That's it.
Well, Frank, I appreciate that anecdote. I'm going to pass you the True OG, and I need you to break into the story, man.
Oh, no.
I'm going to need you to break into that story, man.
I know. We talking back in the day stuff
once,
here.
once upon a time, about a couple months ago, Frank told me the funniest damn story I think I ever heard in my life.
There, huh?
Yeah, I think we didn't reach the 5-minute mark on this. And It's time to bring it into what we do here. The real deal Evander Holyfield. I'm going to have him on the show.
I think I know what you're talking about.
What year was this? How did it all
All
go
right.
down?
Yeah, bro, you need a lozenge. I'm playing.
If you don't mind.
The true OG, Poppy.
So, speaking of true OG, I remember I never wanted to be invited. Well, I got invited at some point, but let's start from the beginning. What, it was 2004, probably around, I would say, it was February, because in 2 more days it was going to be my birthday at that point, so I was going to be 25, so I was 24 at the time, and I remember me and my cousin, I was living at my aunt's house, and we decided to go out and have a couple drinks, nothing crazy, for real, couple drinks, just because we was broke, but we want to get the hell out of the house, me and my cousin, so we got out of the house and had my car, and we drove over to a local bar there and had literally a couple drinks. On the way home, we're going to pick up a couple 40s apiece, and just take them home, have a good time, right? Chill, just watch our movies, whatnot, play video games. And while we get to a 7-Eleven, we pick up our stuff, and we decide, we're also going to get a 12er. Why not, right? So, hey, we're going to have a good night. We end up leaving 7-Eleven. My cousin makes a hard left. Nothing crazy, though. But there's a bike cop behind us. You know how it goes? It's Mesa, circa 2005, and the lights come on. All right, so you got 2 Mexicans in a car. One, I don't know which one, but you'll know in a moment, probably has a warrant out for their arrest, because, he didn't pay that traffic ticket that Joe Arpaio wanted at the time. So I'm like, all right, I think this is not a good thing. So what do? Tell my cousin, let's pull over and make sure that, the copper checks out everything. I bust out with my phone and my wallet. I put it on the dash where we're parked. My cousin's like, what are you doing? I'm like, man, I don't have a good feeling about this, so just do me a favor. Anything happens to me, make sure you give my mama the wallet and the phone. If it's on me and I get arrested, guess what? They're going to take it. He's like, nah, it's not going to happen. I'm like, remember Mesa circa 2005.
That's how they do you.
Mm-hmm. So, there we are. Cop comes by. Hey, let me see everyone's licenses. So everyone busts out. Then we got another cop car coming out of nowhere. And they pull me out. Sir, do you understand you have a warrant for your arrest? I'm like, I figured. That's on me. Let's go. Puts the handcuffs on me. I'm trying to sound tough right now, but I was a little baby. I got in that car. I cried like a little baby. Come on, man. It's like, come on. You're in the back of a cop car. It's just horrible. It's the worst feeling in the world. Just don't anybody ever be proud of that. Trust me. Trust you me. So there I am. I can see my cousin across the way freaking out. But not to the point where they're going to do anything. He's just like questioning. But I'm sitting back, I'm crying. Then there comes the lady cop. She steps in the car and she's like, well, we're going to take you in and process you. And I'm like, all right, fine. So we're going down the road and she's like, hey, you know why we brought you, why we arrested you, right? I'm like, well, yeah, I bet you it's for a traffic ticket I owe. Nope. No, it says here's for a DUI. I'm like, what? Excuse me? Like, I just turned into a total, like, just.
Excuse me?
Like, hello? Like, what happened? And she's like, let me double check. So she's calling. She's calling on her walkie-talkie, and then they spit codes out and whatnot, and then they go, oh, yeah, you're right. It was just for a traffic violation. But since you're already in the car, we got to process you. I'm like, really? You couldn't just, like, drop me off on the side of the freeway? I don't care. Handcuffs or no, I'll get that shit off. It's in Mesa. We good. I know people. Look, thing is like, really? Do you have to go through with this? You can't just, like, cancel the order? No. Right. They can't cancel the order. I'm like, all right, well, damn, I'm screwed. And by the way, this is a Friday night.
Oh, shit.
If that makes right, see? You get it, Daniel?
Yep.
You in. The criminal justice system stops for the next 2 days called Saturday, Sunday weekends, and they're open back up on Monday. So in the meantime, you're going to experience a few things. And let me tell you, true OGs, I almost became a true OG. There I am. They're processing me through. They put me through, I don't know how many different cells. And every cell that you went into, each holding cell, I should rephrase, it gets worse. You meet the worst of the worst as you go through, and you just know damn well you don't belong there. It's like the worst place on earth. And, it came down to a point where I even learned little, like, prison tips. Like, okay, for example, have you ever made a pillow out of a toilet roll? Well, guess what? I have.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever done that.
Oh, it's useful in so many ways, not just for the, obvious. But let me tell you, it's cushiony just on your ear, just right. That's about it. Nowhere else. Mm-hmm. The rest of your head is exposed to the cold air. They blow in there, and the inmates that have mental issues, God bless their souls, that scream in the middle of the night from nightmares that wake you up because you're not even asleep. You're just on this little toilet pillow, and it hurts. But you're taking it. You're like, this is better hurt than what I'm hearing. Anyways, so you're going through all that. Mm-hmm. Finally, I get in front of the judge. She breaks it down and says, well, it's Friday. Like, I knew. I'm like, okay, so what does that mean?
Like, by Friday?
Yeah, all this was quick, like overnight. I should say no. It was, all this happened. Anyways, I'm not going to try to do a timeline right now, y'all. I'm going to tell you it just happened so fast, and all of a sudden I go through more holding cells. So anyway, she tells me the whole deal. They won't be able to take you in to Quartzsite, Arizona, which, by the way, I haven't brought that up. That's where I got that ticket.
Quartzsite.
In a whole different county in Arizona, and I got that ticket 2 years ago, and I didn't pay it. That's what I get. But here's the thing: that's just tragic. It's just like bad. Like it's just like you're costing my job. You're costing. I could point fingers in the end. It comes back to me. But damn it, really, is this all necessary? No, I'm not even done yet.
We ain't finished.
No, so there we are. I'm going from cell to cell, and the worst one yet was when they finally say, you have to undress and put on these prison clothes. I'm like, I'm in jail? Like, it finally hit me. Because I'm wearing stripes and pink undies.
Oh, Lord.
Yo.
Man, it's so demeaning.
He said, I'm in jail.
Talk about getting your shit straight after that. Ooh, it's a life lesson. Well, so there you are. Pink undies, stripes, going through 2 more cells. Then you finally get some food. It's the saddest sandwich I ever had. It was like a slice of ham. Or bologna. Bologna, sorry, not even ham. That would have been like, thank God, no.
That's what they got at Firefest, right?
Oh, dude. Pretty much, I was ahead of my time. Wow. It was pathetic. So there you are, a slice of bologna.
Yeah.
And by the way, the buns weren't even like bread. It was like the hamburger buns. So they were probably like, and they were stale as hell. So it was probably hand-me-downs. They were donations, I don't know. And then like a carton of milk, a little pint, like from, when you were in grade school. And like a celery stick.
God damn.
It was, and I had lost, like, I just ate like the bread and that's it. I need anything else. I gave it to another inmate who literally said, hey, can I have that? No, I had already lost my appetite. I just wanted some kind of taste in my mouth since I hadn't brushed my teeth at this point. It was so nasty. I keep going. Come on. I just slept on toilet paper. So, yeah, you have a lot of time to think, as you can tell.
Was it still Friday or?
Oh, by this time, I think it was like Saturday sometime. Come on, it's like I had a watch. It's not like I had my phone on me. Oh, what time is it? Okay. The thing is fools that have been there like plenty of times through that system, like they would yell out, hey, what time is it? Through the little, like, the underneath the door, they would just, hey, what time is it? And they would wait for a response, and it sounded muffled to me, but to them it was like, oh, okay, it's clear as day.
They
It's
know.
Like, it's like 6:30 in the afternoon or some shit. I'm like, oh, wow. I mean, I didn't hear that, but that's supersonic.
Did you ever get out?
Oh,
Did he ever get out?
if you're asking like that, try to run away or something, like escape? Like
No.
like the Shawshank.
This
No,
interview
you-
is live from jail.
Life from
Motherfucker's
jail.
still
Oh,
here.
nah, man. See, by this time, the beers are worn out. Things were just topsy-turvy.
Uh-oh.
I had made prison phone calls. I say prison, it was just jail, but still, I feel like I'm... I kept calling home and like, just to hear my mom's voice, which is nice.
Oh.
You know, yeah. And then my aunt would answer sometimes, and she would be like, "Oh, hold on, let me get you your mom and all this." And so we kind of planned things out, and you know, so that's at least the some kind of connection to the world. But it you know, when I got the bill later, let's put it that way. Them calls ain't cheap from jail.
No.
You. So. There you are. I'm going through. Finally, they finally give you like this introduction to the jail. So there I am being hauled on the bus, going to Durango, and then they, of course, you know, start logging us in or whatever. So there's like more cells to go through. Finally, when they start introducing you to the inside of the jail, you start seeing around. And you're like, you know what? Damn, this ain't half bad for a moment because of what you've already been through, but that's just a lie.
You
Lies,
just
I
been
tell
through
you.
like holding or whatever.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That actually takes longer than by the time you actually where you're gonna sleep. And let me tell you where I had to sleep. Well, they had different sections in this jail, and I get into one section, and as soon as they open the door to let the new newbies in, for lack of better terms, there we are. And then I noticed this very quick. I had a bunch of Mexicans come by and go, my peeps, right? They come over at me. It's like, and in Spanish, they're like, oh, yeah, you know, we're going to go ahead and get you all set up. And they grab my cot. They give us this cot, this like, think of it as like a slip and slide. It was like, and as in like the canoe of it. I don't know how to explain it. It's stupid. Anyways, when you sleep on it, it hurts. That's all I remember. I didn't even catch sleep. But anyways, so there I am. They're grabbing it, doing my bed for me, and wrapping it around real quick. They throw it on the ground. They're like, hey, you know, come on by. You're welcome. And here's what we do, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, they're so friendly. This is not bad. I like this. So this is nice. I'm like, you know what? I can't believe I actually feel welcome in jail. Like, you know. But then it hits you, you're in jail. And you're like, ah, shit. Anyways. So then I noticed that some of the white boys that I was talking to in there, they're on the other end with all the white people. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, I see what's going on. Oh, yeah, look. And there's black people over there. I'm like, okay. It's like a fucking movie now. Is this for real? I see. Oh, see, pues, como no.
Now you're
At
too
this
OG.
point, every ounce of my Spanish speaking had to be on point. Because it offered protection. Not in the way that I wanted. But no, there I am. And then this one gentleman befriended me. I'm sorry I forgot his name. He befriended me. And he was giving me the whole explanation of what just happened. And what just happened was, essentially, it's like, oh, you're on our end because by human breed, you're here with us Mexicans. Because I'm Mexican too. I'm like, I get it, you know. But what is it that you want from me? Essentially, they wanted to jump me into their prison gang or a jail gang in the morning. In the morning. They wanted to just, like, you know, I don't know. They said, you know, you got to wake up in the morning and we're going to, I don't know, we're going to put you in. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, no, we're going to, you know, make sure we make you official. I'm like, what do you mean official? And he's like, well, we got to jump you in. Like, that's it. I'm like, oh, well, I don't do gang signing pretty much. So I'm like, that's not what I do. You know, hey, I'm here. I'm serious. I know I'm so naive. I'm going 24, 25.
I don't do games.
I'm like, I don't do this. What's going on? This
Oh,
is
different
surreal.
way, bro.
It's a surreal moment. I mean, there's so much racial tension in there already that's unneeded because that's how I feel about all this. But hey, that's everyone else's mentality. But no, I'm gonna wake up and take a shower and get beat up from what I hear. Not just get beat up. Who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, I might slip, break my head, neck. I don't know. Look, I'm thinking of the worst. But as the gentleman told me, he goes, "Look, you have no choice in the matter. So." Either you accept it or it's just gonna happen.
Right.
And I'm like, well, for me, that's when the walls of reality just came caving in. I was like, this is probably the most horrific moments of my life that I'm going through right now. I should not be going through this all for a traffic ticket. But nope, there I am.
Yeah, fucking traffic ticket.
Dude, all this. So, I can't find peace with any of that. I have no choice in the matter. I'm like, well, I'm just going to try to go to bed if I can because the lights out. That exists. Oh, lights out. All right. And I'm like, what's going to happen? We get stabbed middle of the night. Who knows? At this point, because if they don't like my tone at that point, I rub them the wrong way. It's like, well, we don't need you either. And they might kick me to the side. And I don't know what might happen.
Bro.
It's bad. So anyways, I was like, I don't know what to do. So lights out, and then you can hear like scratches or something on the floor because you're sleeping pretty much on the floor, and I guess they're all passing stuff to each other.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like at night because I guess there's no lights on really; they're just dimmer. But I'm like I'm like, this fool's like, what's this fool? They're flinging little things around. No, and not like in the movies with the strings and stuff. It was just like, they were just letting them slide on the floor. And I don't know what they were shooting. I'm like, one of these is going to be a shank, and it's going to come to me, watch, at some point. Oh, my gosh. What'd I do? Anyways, all of a sudden, I hear my name go through the intercom. Francisco Cordova, we need you to show up in section blah, 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 blah. I don't know what was said. That means, at that point, you're getting bailed out. And I knew this because that gentleman, Tommy, goes, yeah, because I asked him, I go, why do they scream these names over and over, and people show up to the door over there? And that's hope, I guess. I get it. I know. And thank you to my mom, my friends, fam that contributed to the bail money and got me out. Thank you. Good Lord, thank you. I mean, it was just one of the worst things I went through in my life. And the reason I like mentioning that story, but I say it very rarely, is because I did learn a lot from that. I was humbled a lot, I'll tell you that, in life, when you didn't have to be. But it also taught you, it's like, you're better than you think you are.
Yeah.
So you got to strive forward. That's it.
What happened? Did anybody talk to you on the way out?
Oh, well. Let me tell you. I remember we finally they did let us out. They bailed us out. But another, like, three holding cells later, after they give you your clothes back and you change out of the stanky ass gear that you've been in. You're putting on the stanky clothes you first started with, anyways. But you feel better. I'd rather have this stanky clothes than that. Right. So it's raining hard that night too. It ended up raining that evening, or it was like by this time now for sure it was like Saturday morning. It was horrible. So there I am. I'm calling from the phone.
Hold on. Go how you get to the phone though. You don't want to tell that part.
Oh man. So there I am. This is the humbling part. I walk out like a mile, after going through all that, a mile is like forever to get to a Circle K that I saw. So I get to that Circle K. I have no money. I have absolutely not a penny on me. And I'm like, I'm really going to have to do this. Some dude busted out with his coffee. He's walking out. I'm like, hey, can I have $1? I really need it.
Oh, damn.
And he just looks at me and goes, yeah, man. Like, it's like, I guess the desperation probably showed. And I went inside and I switched it for quarters so I could call my mom to come pick me up. Oh man, to
Man.
ask for that dollar
Bro.
was just the most like I just please like
So
I
real.
don't. It wasn't like a hey man, can I have a dollar? No, it was like please,
Yeah.
like a half prayer in there, you know.
If you have it in your heart.
Oh, I didn't think. I just went straight to the point, man.
This guy.
Anyways, yeah,
That is the
happened. Mom picked me
wildest-
up. Had to go to work the next morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had maybe 2 hours of real sleep when I got
Oh,
home
my
to my aunt's
damn.
house. Passed out right away. I still had to shower, of course. Oh,
Yeah.
to get all that stink out.
It
Oh,
was your
that
birthday
stink.
too, right?
The next day after that, yeah.
Oh,
So it was
Oh,
like,
damn.
and plus, yeah, I still party.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh my god. And
But
you still party. That's great.
definitely life changing. I'll tell you that.
You know, doing these podcasts, a great story. What we always ask, what is the best show you ever went to?
Best show I ever went to.
Yep.
Like, it was 2009, no doubt.
Okay.
Back when it was, I don't know, they switch those venues around all the time, but it was the best show I ever went to.
Who else was on it? It was just No Doubt that killed it?
No doubt, Paramore opened up for them.
Wow.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't care for them. I want to see No Doubt.
He said, I want to see.
But y'all love Paramore. There you go. I watched like 3 songs and I was done.
That's what's up.
They're cool though. All right. But not as cool as No Doubt.
No,
No,
doubt.
never. No doubt.
Yeah,
No
I see what you did.
All right. Well, so what's the worst?
Worst show that I've been to.
Yeah.
Had to go there, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
It was definitely Riff Raff.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, you're the one that introduced me to Riff Raff, right?
Don't give me all the credit.
Oh, I'll give it all to you. And you're like, wow, have you ever heard of Riff Raff? Anyways, skip forward to now, right? Thank you. I went to his first show, and then I went to a second show. So we're just going to talk about the second show, because you would think out of the first show, you would have a better second show.
Right.
So we'll just skip forward to that. No reason. He impressed in the first one. The second one, not so much. Since I was photographing that show for a publication at the time, essentially, I remember I got hired for the show. It was great when, I liked the first show. It was fine. It wasn't anything crazy, but I figured, hey, he's going to bring his A game for this one, for sure.
Right.
And showed up early, as a photographer, you got to make sure you got everything ready, your gear, you're just pro, making sure you got backups ready, your batteries all done up, topped off, all this good stuff, right? Keep on to that, but whatever. So you're there early, they check all your gear. I mean, it's a whole process to do a show. So when you're there, you've put in a lot of time beforehand, even if it's for your own entertainment, let alone to be having it for a publication, which is a bonus.
Right.
So, hey, I don't take any of that for granted. And there was a paying crowd there, and they all paid, I think, that night, I don't know, a good, decent amount of money to see this gentleman. And anywho, the opener's going. His name's Kyle.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot, and I guess he blew up even more after it's insane, but that's awesome. I mean, I was able to see him like in the raw, just working his simple props and this and that, but he was engaged with the audience and just really giving a show. Like, I was like, damn, this kid's really good, and I enjoyed shooting him, so that was great. So that was a good
Kyle the
start.
rapper?
Kyle the rapper, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I think I heard of him.
And so this was circa 2016, I believe. So just to
Okay,
kind of give
yeah.
you all a timeline, forgot to mention that. But yeah, so there I am. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for Riff Raff. So everything starts, and the DJ comes out. But yeah, everyone could buy merch in the bag. The usual marketing schemes, all that. You could buy meet and greets and all that stuff. And hey, we got Riff Raff coming out any minute here, blah, blah, blah. Getting the crowd hyped up. The lights are going, and goes on for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. Like, think about it. A DJ in front of you the entire time, you're waiting for your artist. They're already late for the show. Late. And all you're hearing is the same advertisement. It's like, all right, you keep promising it's going to come out any minute, but this is ridiculous. Like, this is, even by the set list that they give us, he was already late by 20 minutes as is. I'm like, he was supposed to go on time for this. And especially when you're shooting and you have other places to go and shoot, that's very important. But at this point, it's just like, rock and roll moment. You kind of expect that, right?
Right.
So there you are. Man, finally, he comes out. 25 minutes into the fact with his DJ, done, comes out. And since I'm wearing earplugs, I guess maybe that tones down particular frequencies. But enough to where I noticed that he was rapping, but it was all the backtracks. Like, it was like, you're not really singing. You're even not even on. He looked not delusional. He just looked like lackadaisical. Like, he was, obviously this fool was on one and then some and gosh knows what else,
Yeah.
And this is I don't know. I'm so pissed off thinking about it. I'm done. Like, seriously thinking about it. Like, to the point where he really pissed off everybody in the crowd. He ended up doing just a 20-minute set and he was gone.
Damn.
That's it. I was like, that's it, dude? Like, that was it. So he left because I bet you the contract said if you spend any more time after that, they're going to charge you a pretty penny. And so you did your fans wrong. Not just me, your actual fans that were the pain there. The background again was slop. It was the same setup from before. And it was just very, unengaging. Even more so this time that he got booed off the stage because that was it. Everyone's like, what? And, everyone's flipping off the stage, whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, this is bad. Anyways, Publication got their stuff, though. So that's about it.
Worst show ever. Damn.
Worst show ever, right there.
Frank, I cannot thank you enough for coming, telling us the wonderful story that is your time staying at the state-run institute. And very, very, very hilarious. I never knew that Paramore opened up for No Doubt. That's fucking fire.
Yeah.
That's pretty. That almost seems like a no-brainer. And Riff Raff. We won't be seeing them anymore.
Yep.
Hey, man, thanks for coming through.
You're welcome, man.
Thank you for bringing the true OG, Ocean Grown. Don't forget. Well, we out. Peace.